In this class, we will learn the fourth class in Perek Hakoines, which is in Masechtas Bava Kama on Daf Nun Hey Amud Beis. Let's begin. So in the previous Gemara, we mentioned two things that we're going to continue now in our discussion about. Number one, we said that although our Mishnah says that by Shein and Regel, which are a mu'id, a lower level of guarding is enough, and Rabbi Meir says that by a mu'id to gore, a lower level of guarding is not enough, so it seems that our Mishnah cannot fit with the opinion of Rabbi Meir. We explained that it's possible that our Mishnah does fit with the opinion of Rabbi Meir. And the explanation is that it's specifically by goring, which is a mu'id, that Rabbi Meir holds that a lower level of guarding is not enough. However, by the mu'id of Shein and Regel, he's going to hold that the lower level of guarding is enough. And the explanation is because we find that the Torah is lenient when it comes to Shein and Regel. And therefore it's possible that Rabbi Meir will also be lenient and say that specifically by goring in a mu'id, a lower level of protection is not enough. But by Shein and Regel, when that they are also a mu'id, a lower level of protection is enough. We also mentioned in the process the source for where the Torah tells us the case of Shein and where it says the case of Regel. It says V'shilach es be'irayim, we said that refers to Regel, and it says Ubir b'stei acher, that refers to Shein. So on these 2 points that our Mishnah could fit with Rabbi Meir, and the source for the cases of Shein and Regel, the Gemara is going to continue and add some teachings to it. So the Gemara says V'tanya, and it says in a Brisa, V'shilach zeh Regel. So on this that we said that V'shilach refers to Regel, we're bringing a Brisa that tells us how V'shilach refers to Regel. The Torah says, Ki yaver is sadeh kerem, if a person destroys a field or a vineyard, V'shilach es be'irei, and he sent his animal, we're saying that refers to the case of Regel, that the animal stepped on something and damaged it, Ubir b'stei acher, or if the animal consumed in another field, and we're saying that refers to Shein, that the animal ate something in the other field. Torah says in either of these 2 cases of Regel or Shein, Meitav Sadeyu u'Meitav Karma Yishalim, the best of his field and the best of his vineyard, he has to pay with. So now we're going to bring how we see that V'shilach Esbir is referring to Regel, and Ubir B'stei is referring to Shein. So it's in a purple arrow pointing upwards because it comes out of what we mentioned, that V'shilach is Regel and Ubir is Shein. We bring this Brisa. V'tanya, it says in a Brisa, V'shilach zeh Regel, when it says V'shilach, it refers to Regel. V'cheinu Omer, and so too he says, Mishalchi Regel Asher V'achamar. We see that when it comes to the word V'shilach, it refers to Regel, like it says, Mishalchi Regel Asher V'achamar, the sending of the feet of the oxen and donkeys. Ubir zeh Shein, when it says Ubir, it refers to Shein, to the act of the animal eating something. V'cheinu Omer, and so too he says, Ka'asher Yavar HaGolol Ad Tumei, as the golol, which refers to teeth, as the teeth are mevar, they consume until the very end, Ad Tumei. So we see that when it comes to Shein, which is golol in this pasuk, it says the word Yavar. So Ubir in our pasuk refers to the case of Shein. And the Gemara now concludes about what we said. How do we see the Torah is lenient by Shein and Regel? Because Taima da Ovid Ke'ein V'shilach Ubir. The reason a person is chayiv is because he did similar to V'shilach and Ubir. V'shilach means he actually sent the animal. Ubir means he actually fed the animal. Specifically when the person did it similar to almost sending his animal or feeding his animal directly, that's when he's chayiv. But if he didn't do it in such a manner, he's not chayiv. So we see that the Torah is lenient by Shein and Regel, that it almost has to be that the person was totally careless and irresponsible, that he sent his animal and he actually directly fed the animal. Now Rabbah's going to say a teaching, and it's in a purple arrow pointing upwards, because it extends after what we said, that our Mishnah could fit with Rabbi Meir. So it comes out it could fit with Rabbi Yehuda, and it could fit with Rabbi Meir, with either one. Rabbi Yehuda is a more simple way of fitting it. Rabbi Yehuda says for the goring when it's a mu'id, a lower level of protection is enough. And our Mishnah says that for Shein and Regel, which are mu'id, a lower level of protection is enough. So it could fit with Rabbi Yehuda, or like we explained with Rabbi Meir. Rabbah now comes and says, in regards to us saying that it could fit with Rabbi Meir, not only could it fit with Rabbi Meir, says Rabbah, it actually does fit specifically with Rabbi Meir. Omar Rabbah said, Masnisin Nami Deka. Our mission is also precise in bringing out that it fits specifically with Rabbi Meir. Diktani Tzoin, because it teaches about Tzoin, sheep. Michti, let us see. Bishar Kaskin and Va'asi. Bishar with an ox, Kaskin, we're dealing about Va'asi and going on. Till now, Rabbi Huda Nasi in the Mishnah is talking about oxen, an ox that causes damage. So, Nis Nishar, he should teach also over here a case of an ox. What's different over here in our Mishnah specifically that he teaches about sheep? Why did Rabbi Yehuda Nasi shift from talking about ox and to now talking about sheep? Lav mishum da Torah miyata b'shmirasan. Is it not because the Torah minimized and lessened the extent that a person has to watch over them and guard over them? Lav mishum dekan keren like sivaba. Is it not because by sheep, Karen, the act of goring is not written by them because sheep don't gore. Shein v'regel hudik sivbe. Shein and regel is what's written by them. So he specifically spoke about sheep. Is it not because by sheep the Torah minimized in their protection? Where did it minimize? Because by sheep we don't have Karen, we don't have goring. We only have shein and regel. And like we said, the Torah minimized in the guarding of shein and regel. So we see Rabbi Yehuda Nasi is telling us in an indirect way, it's specifically by shein and regel that a lower level of protection is enough. Not by Karen, not by goring. Over there, a higher level of protection is needed. Because if Rabbi Yehuda Nasi is of the opinion that a lower level of protection is enough for everything, he would have spoken about an ox that have Karen, Shein, and Regel. He specifically spoke of sheep that only have Shein and Regel to teach us it's only by sheep, it's only by Shein and Regel that a lower level of protection is enough, but not by Karen. And that fits with Rabbi Meir. V'kamash Malon, and it teaches us the Shein v'Regel de Mu'adanhu. So these words over here, it's difficult to translate. There's a number of explanations. So we'll just leave them for now. So it comes to teach us that Shein and Regel, which are mu'adin, in other words, we're speaking about specifically shein and regel, that only over there do we say that a lower level of protection is enough, exactly like Rabbi Meir, in a sense that for Karen a lower level of protection is not enough. Shema Mina, the Gemara concludes, yes, we do hear it from here. So just to summarize, we presented the sources or the explanation for the source of Shein and Regel, that B'shilach refers to Regel and Ubir refers to Shein. We brought down psukim that indicate this, and then we went on to explain that this that we said that our Mishnah could fit with Rabbi Meir, it's not only that it could fit with Rabbi Meir and it could fit with Rabbi Yehuda, but actually if we look into it, we see that our Mishnah is telling us and being precise by talking about sheep, is telling us that it specifically follows Rabbi Meir, that it's only by Shein and Regel that a lower level of guarding is enough, but not by Karen, not by goring.